So I grew up being overweight. And from a very young age, I used to look back at photos of me, just little chubby CJ in her bathing suit on water day. And that's really all I knew up until my senior year in high school. And that's when I really started to want to make changes about who I was and the life that I was living. I didn't feel comfortable in my body. I didn't even feel like it was really my body that I was in. And so I went through a lot of really challenging events in my life. One of them was the loss of my mother, which led me down this road of intense emotions that came with a lot of emotional eating. I felt really stuck, and I was just asking for something that could help me get out of that place. And I did gain a lot of weight at that time as well. Yoga was the thing that helped me to get out of that place. And as I started to get back into my yoga practice, I started to also start hearing the word Ayurveda. I was listening to podcasts and I would see it come up and I was like, what a cool word. What does this mean? So I listened to some of those podcasts and I found out that it was everything I was looking for. I was learning about how to work with the natural rhythms of nature, with the cycles of nature, with the natural way that we move and we think, and things that I already craved, spicy foods, and doing yoga, which is something that I at that point was really into. And I realized, like, this is it. This is the path of healing that I want to take. I loved that it was all focused around herbs and working with herbs and working with nature to tap into peace and health and wellness. When I moved out to Colorado, I was at 215 pounds. I ended up being at 180 pounds within less than a year. For me, that's how I knew that yoga and Ayurveda were the key to the healthy body that I knew I always was meant to have. So the biggest thing is that I have a daily routine. And the way that I keep track of that is that I have a list on my mirror, and every day that I wake up, I can go straight to my mirror and see that number 1 is tongue scraping and number 2 is hot lemon water, which has been life-changing because that's what really gets my digestion revved up in the morning. So I love it, and it's just such a beautiful part of my morning. I also do yoga 3 times a week minimum. Since I teach yoga, I'm sometimes doing it a little bit more. And then my diet is full of spices and herbs because I really believe that food is medicine. And the biggest thing that attracted me to Ayurveda was the fact that I can get my medicine through the food that I cook. And then taking that time to actually cook meals every day has helped me to really honor the food that I'm eating, to really take my time when I sit down and eat it, and it makes it a lot more fulfilling for me. And that's my story.